Hello, people of God. It's me, Pastor Steve Springer from Dove of Peace, inviting you to join us this Sunday for All Saints Sunday, one of the happiest and best festivals of the church year. It's an ancient holiday. It's actually the foundation for all kinds of things, including Reformation Sunday, because Martin Luther started the Reformation because people were getting ready for All Saints Day. And it's also the basis for Halloween. So All Saints is really a very important day in the church year. All Saints is a good time at both of our worship services. At 11 o'clock, we're going to have our band, our sort of contemporary band. We're going to have a new bass player because Eric Seeger has moved away. We're going to have Michael Thumb as our percussionist. So it's going to be great at 11 o'clock, and we're going to sing a great All Saints hymn, Shall We Gather at the River? And the closing hymn at the 11 o'clock service will be, Oh, When the Saints Go Marching In. So last week I encouraged people to come to the early service to see the rite of confirmation, and this week I encourage people to come to the 11 o'clock service and experience some really lively music that celebrates All Saints. The words to All Saints were written by an Anglican priest named William Howe. And he wrote a whole bunch of hymns. And when I say he wrote hymns, he wrote poems. He wrote the words that would then be set to music. He was chosen eventually to be a bishop, and the area of his diocese in England included the slums of East London. And he was called the People's Bishop because he loved the poor and he loved children. And he didn't really care about how much money he made. So a truly inspirational man who wrote the words to For All the Saints. Howe's version of For All the Saints actually has 10 stanzas. And so when the Lutherans complain that I make them sing all 7 stanzas in our hymnal, they should actually be thanking the editors of our hymnal for taking out three verses to actually make it shorter. The stanzas are actually pretty short, so even though it's got 7 verses, it doesn't take very long to sing. It's truly magnificent the way the hymn progresses. It progresses from the saints who are in the past, who we talk about, like Saint Luke or Saint John or Saint Augustine, and then it moves into those of us who are still on earth. And then it talks about the glorious day when we will all be reunited again in heaven. So it kind of goes from past to present to future, using some really sensational words. The tune for All the Saints is called Sine Nomine, and it is a masterpiece of music written by none other than Ralph Vaughan Williams. Ralph Vaughan Williams published several hymn tunes around 1906 at the beginning of the 20th century. And he published them anonymously, even though he was one of the most famous musicians in England at the time. And For All the Saints, he wrote this tune specifically to go with the words that Bishop Howe had written about 50 years earlier. So it's a sensational piece of music. It's actually somewhat difficult to sing, but it's one of those songs that's so successful and so compelling and so likable that we sing it with gusto and we get through it, even though it's actually kind of a slightly difficult 20th century hymn to sing. On Sunday I may talk in my sermon about the concept of saints, but the Lutheran understanding of saints is consistent with how Paul uses that word in the New Testament, which we are all saints. Saints means to be made holy. The word actually means holy, but we are holy because God makes us holy. We're not holy because of what we do or because of the way we're born. In fact, sometimes the way we are is actually very unholy, but God declares us holy and makes us holy through Jesus Christ. And so we are all saints. In the Roman Catholic tradition, a saint is typically reserved for a specific person who has done very exceptional spiritual work. And then on the Roman Catholic tradition, then on November 2nd, they have All Souls Day. So they have All Saints on November 1st and then All Souls on November 2nd. We have All Saints only because we think that everybody who is a Christian is a saint. And although it's technically November 1st, Lutherans, like a lot of Christians in America, move it to the adjacent Sunday. John Wesley, the founder of Methodism, also loved All Saints, and he was responsible for reinvigorating and reviving the use of All Saints, both in Methodism and in the English Church, the Anglican Church. So join us this Sunday. We're going to have 2 worship services, 8:45 and 11. Big, magnificent singing of For All the Saints at 8:45 with our chancel choir. And then at 11 we worship with the band and have a wonderful set of music there. I'm lucky I get to go to both worship services. I hope I'll see you at one of them. Have a great weekend.